Nicolas Landel is or Mr. Landel, or Nicholas.
Nicholas.
He is the farm manager at, please name the farm because I always mess it up.
Simiane-la-ratonde.
Can you tell me a little bit about Einkorn and maybe what makes it special, like the history of it? Why is it important? Why should people even care?
Well, on a farming side, Einkorn, first of all, is what we would call the oldest form of wheat. It's never been hybridized, crossed. It's how it was.
How did they get it?
Well, it actually stayed cultivated a lot for some farmers. Like in France, we actually had it for hundreds of years because when we started actually growing lavender, it was a perfect rotation crop. It was a perfect rotation crop because it would like the same type of soil. We don't irrigate in France. We don't have any kind of irrigation system. So Einkorn doesn't need that. Wheat, usually it likes when you irrigate it. So it was similar to lavender. It was perfect as a rotation crop. So we kept it. And but obviously we haven't kept it for 5,000 years because we've been growing lavender for a little over 100 years. So it's not why it's been stayed alive. The real reason is, I don't know.
It's been in the area of France
for a while, for quite a while, and we kept it, but it was mostly used for ourselves. Like since I've been a kid, we've been making einkorn bread at home and things like that. But it's been for art. It's not been like selling and things like that. It's only when Gary came and says, "Whoa, I've heard about this. I've done some research about this, and let's get started distributing this."
So it's the oldest form of wheat,
yeah,
right? It's not hybridized or none of that stuff. So what makes it special as far as, I know here in America, gluten is an issue. So I guess maybe I can start there and ask you if somebody is gluten intolerant, I'm not asking for medical advice or anything, but like, how does Einkorn affect those people?
Well, the gluten content in Einkorn is really, really low compared to in our wheat, our modern wheat. It's very high. It's very low. So first of all, just that makes it that there's almost no gluten. There is gluten, but almost no gluten in Einkorn. And then the fact that, and that's things that I've read. So I'm on the farming side, so on nutritious I'm not really the best, but I've read that it's easier to digest it in many ways. But that's something Gary's wrote a good book about this, and that's something that I'm having trouble.
I understand. Okay, so from a farming perspective, you have that it's was
good for rotation.
Good rotation crop. It hasn't been messed with, hasn't been hybridized, that kind of stuff. Anything else about Einkorn that maybe the folks don't know?
Well, Einkorn, what I like the most about Einkorn is that we're a little bit lazy in France, and it's a hell of an easy crop to grow. First of all, we don't need to put any fertilizer. We don't need to put anything on it. It doesn't want anything. You just plant it, it grows. And compared to modern wheat has the berries that is like glued to the stem. So when you cut it, you can shake it. There's nothing gonna fall off. Einkorn's the opposite. You go like this, everything fall off. So when we go in, we planted it. It grows for 11 months compared to modern wheat, which is 6 months. It takes 11 months to grow Einkorn. So it grows for 11 months. We didn't do anything during that 11 months. And then we come in and we harvest it. And while we're harvesting, we have a lot of almost 30% of the berries are falling onto the soil and we're losing them. So it just regrows again a second year.
That's a good way to plant.
Yeah, we didn't have to do anything. So Einkorn's a good French crop. We like it.
So now I've heard that so you guys cut it, is it sheaved and left out on the field for a period of time, or is it brought right in, or how does that part go?
Well, that's difficult because Gary is looking into having it germinate, and he thinks that if we leave it in the field when the morning how do you say moisture will have it start germinating, and then we can gather it. And so and this is where we weren't used to do it like this before. That's Gary's really has believed that it's going to be a quality. So we're looking in ways to doing that, where we would go and cut it and let it sit in the field for maybe a day or two, and then come back and picking it up. But even that we need new material, so we're really looking, and we're starting to do that. But it's
a process
for us. It's a process.
Thanks so much for checking out this video. Please subscribe for more videos just like this, and hit the like button, and be sure to share it with folks so we can help get the word out about essential oils. Have a great week.